Do you often feel like there aren't enough hours in the day? Like time just slips through your fingers? You're not alone, but there's a secret to turning that around. Hey everyone, and welcome back to English Elevate. If you're looking to transform your productivity and take control of your day, then you've come to the right place. In this video, we're diving deep into the power of time and how you can harness it. Time, the one thing we all have, yet never seem to have enough of. The great equalizer, rich or poor, young or old. We each get 24 hours in a day. But why does it seem like some people achieve greatness while others are stuck in the same place year after year? It's not talent. It's not luck. It's how they use their time. Today, you're going to learn how time is the most powerful force in your life, more valuable than money, more powerful than motivation. If you understand this, your life will never be the same. So stay with me till the end, because once you understand the power of time, you will unlock a level of discipline, focus, and clarity you never thought possible. Let's begin. Part 1. The silent power that rules everything. Have you ever stopped to think, really think, about what time actually is? It's not just the ticking of a clock. It's not just numbers on a calendar. Time is life. Time is your heartbeat. Time is your breath. Time is your chance. Time is everything. And yet, we waste it. We spend it like it's unlimited. We treat it like it's replaceable. But here's the truth. Time is the one thing you can never get back. You can lose money and earn it again. You can lose people and meet new ones. You can lose opportunities and find others. But when you lose time, it is gone. Forever. Every second that passes is a second of your life you'll never see again. Every moment you spend in procrastination, in doubt, in fear, that is a moment stolen from your future, a moment that could have brought you closer to greatness, but instead, it vanished. Why don't we realize the value of time until it's too late? Think about it. We scroll endlessly through our phones. We binge hours of shows that don't improve us. We say, I'll do it tomorrow, like tomorrow is guaranteed, but tomorrow is never promised. Part 2. The illusion of later. There's a dangerous lie we all tell ourselves. I have time. We say it when we delay our dreams. We say it when we waste our days. We say it when we choose comfort over challenge. But here's the truth. No one wants to admit. You don't have time. You never did. All you have is now. There's no clock ticking above your head that tells you when your final hour will come. You could have 10 years or 10 days. That's why wasting time isn't just foolish, it's reckless. And yet, most people live like they're going to live forever. They wait. They hesitate. They postpone. They say things like, one day, I'll start that business. Someday, I'll write that book. Eventually, I'll get in shape. When the time is right, I'll take that risk. Let me tell you something. There is no right time. There is only time. And how you use it. The people who win in life are not the ones who wait. They're the ones who act. They're the ones who start. They're the ones who fail, learn, and try again, all while others are still planning. Part 3. Time doesn't care how you feel. Time is ruthless. It doesn't slow down when you're tired. It doesn't stop when you're depressed. It doesn't wait until you feel motivated. You can cry, complain, and break down. Time won't blink. Every minute you spend feeling sorry for yourself, someone else is out there using that minute to become better. They're learning. They're building. They're growing. They're becoming unstoppable, while you sit in your excuses. Understand this. Your feelings don't change the clock. Whether you feel ready or not, time is still ticking. That's why discipline matters more than emotion. That's why action matters more than intention. Because life doesn't reward people who plan. It rewards people who move. Part 4. Moments define you. The greatest lie is that success happens in years. No. Success happens in moments, decisions, choices. Seconds. The moment you decide not to hit snooze. The moment you choose to go to the gym instead of skipping it. The moment you decide to open the book instead of scrolling social media. The moment you speak up when others stay silent. The moment you take the risk instead of playing it safe. These moments, small and ordinary, are the bricks that build your legacy. It's never one big event that changes your life. It's hundreds of tiny, invisible moments. Moments that no one sees. Moments that no one claps for. Moments that you might even want to skip. But those moments define who you are. Part 5. Time is a mirror. Time doesn't lie. It reflects your choices back to you. If you've wasted months, the mirror of time will show it. In your results. In your relationships. In your mindset. In your health. If you've used your time wisely, the mirror will show that too. In your growth. In your confidence. In your peace. So when you look at your life right now, ask yourself, what did I trade my time for? Did you trade it for entertainment? For distraction? For comfort? Or did you trade it for discipline, growth, and future rewards? Your time is currency, and you are spending it every single day. The question is, what are you buying with it? Part 6. Every minute is worth millions. What if I told you every single minute of your life is worth more than $1 million? You might laugh. You might think, that sounds ridiculous. But let's put it into perspective. Imagine you're 70 years old on your deathbed. A man walks in and says, I'll give you 10 more years of life, but it'll cost you every dollar you've ever made. Would you take the offer? Would you give up all your wealth for just a few more years? Almost everyone would, because in the end, we all realize time is priceless. But here's the tragedy. We only understand this when it's almost gone. We spend our 20s chasing pleasure. We spend our 30s chasing success. We spend our 40s fixing mistakes. And by the time we truly understand what matters, half our life is behind us. Don't wait until the clock is running out to realize the value of your time. Part 7. The compounding effect of time. Here's the secret most people don't talk about. Time multiplies everything you do. If you invest time in the gym daily, your health multiplies. If you invest time in your mind daily, your wisdom multiplies. If you waste time daily, your regrets multiply. Time is like interest, it compounds. And just like money, you can make smart investments with your time or terrible ones. A person who reads for 30 minutes a day becomes a walking library in 5 years. A person who scrolls Instagram for 30 minutes a day becomes an expert in everyone else's life and a stranger to their own. It's the same amount of time. But the results? Completely different. You're either investing in your future or borrowing from it. There is no neutral use of time. Part 8. The foundation of greatness is built in hours no one sees. We love to admire successful people. We watch their videos. We quote their speeches. We read their books. But what we don't see is how they used their time when no one was watching. You see the athlete winning the gold medal. You didn't see the 10,000 hours in the gym. You see the entrepreneur buying their dream home. You didn't see the sleepless nights, the sacrifices, the failures. Every great person you admire, they respected time more than anything else. They didn't waste it. They didn't complain about it. They used it with intention, with vision, with intensity, because they knew something most people ignore. The hours that no one sees are what build the life that everyone envies. Part 9. How to kill procrastination forever. Let's talk about your biggest enemy, procrastination. It doesn't just steal your time, it steals your potential. It kills your future in silence. Here's how procrastination works. It whispers lies like, you have time. It convinces you that starting tomorrow is just as good. It traps you in endless cycles of planning without action. The cure for procrastination is simple. Start. Don't wait until it feels perfect. Don't wait until you feel ready. Don't wait until the stars align. Because guess what? That moment will never come. The perfect time to start is when it's uncomfortable. The perfect time is when it's hard. The perfect time is now. Every time you beat procrastination, you win a war within yourself. And over time, those little victories build a powerful identity. A person who doesn't wait. A person who executes. A person who wins. Part 10. Audit your time, change your life. If I followed you for a week, without you knowing, and I wrote down how you spent every hour, would you be proud? Would your habits reflect your goals? Or would they expose your excuses? Most people say they want success, but their schedule says otherwise. They say they want to be fit, but they spend more time watching Netflix than working out. They say they want to be wealthy, but they spend more on entertainment than education. They say they want to be disciplined, but they let their emotions control every decision. You can't lie to time. It sees everything. It reveals everything. So do this. Audit your time. Track how you spend every hour for 1 week. You'll be shocked. And you'll know exactly where the problem is. Clarity begins when excuses end, when you truly see how you're spending your life. That's when you take control. Part 11. Say no to save time. You cannot master time without mastering the word no. Every yes you say to distractions, obligations, and energy vampires is a no to your goals, your health, your future. You don't have to say yes to every invite. You don't have to answer every message instantly. You don't have to please everyone. Learn to say, "No, I'm focusing on something important." No, that doesn't align with my goals. No, I need time for myself. Saying no isn't rude. It's necessary. Because every minute you give away without purpose is a minute stolen from your dreams. Protect your time like you would protect your family, because your future depends on it. Part 12. The pain of wasted time. There's a unique kind of pain that comes with wasted time. It's not like physical pain. It's worse. It's regret. It's knowing you could have done more. It's seeing others rise while you stayed still. It's hearing that inner voice say, "You had the chance, and you blew it." But here's the good news. As long as you're breathing, you still have time. You can't change the past, but you can shape the future, starting now. What matters is not how much time you've wasted, but how much you refuse to waste moving forward. Right now is a turning point. Right now is your opportunity. Right now is your gift. Don't throw it away. Part 13. Wake up before it's too late. Look around. Every day, thousands of people take their final breath, and not one of them expected that today would be the end. Some had plans. Some had dreams. Some had things they were finally going to start next week. But next week never came. That's the brutal truth about time. You don't know when yours runs out. So why do you keep waiting? Why are you still treating life like a rehearsal? Why are you acting like you'll be here forever? The saddest words you'll ever hear in life are, "I thought I had more time." Don't be the one who realizes the value of time at the end of the story. Be the one who wakes up. Now, while there's still ink left in the pen. Part 14. Start before you're ready. Let's kill another myth. You need to have everything figured out before you begin. No, you don't. You just need to start. Every expert was once a beginner. Every master was once confused. Every great success story started with someone who was unsure, but started anyway. People who win in life are not the most prepared. They're the ones who move while others wait. Start before you're ready. Start when you're scared. Start when no one supports you. Start when it's hard. Start when it's messy. Time doesn't wait for you to feel perfect, but it does reward those who act with courage. Part 15. Your days are your life in miniature. A day might feel small, but it's your entire life in miniature. How you spend today is how you're building your future. How you treat this day is how you're treating your one and only life. Don't say it's just one day. That one day becomes 1 week. That week becomes 1 year. That year becomes your story. Every day is a brick. Every action is a stroke of paint. You are writing your legacy in real time with every single decision. Make it count. Part 16. The power of a daily routine. If you want to respect time, build structure. People who have no routine live at the mercy of emotion. They wake up late. They drift. They scroll. They react. They lose hours without even realizing it. But those who dominate their day, they plan it. They guard it. They control it. A strong daily routine is not a cage. It's a weapon. Wake up early. Own your mind before the world invades it. Move your body. Energy breeds momentum. Feed your mind. Books, courses, reflection. Tackle your hardest task. Don't let fear win. Reflect at night. What did you do right? What needs to improve? This is how you bend time to your will. It's not magic. It's discipline. Part 17. The war between comfort and growth. Every minute of your day, you're fighting a war. It's not against the world. It's not against your circumstances. It's a war between two choices: comfort, growth. Comfort feels good now, but robs your future. Growth feels hard now, but multiplies your future. Most people lose this war every day. They choose easy. They choose escape. They choose average. But the top 1%? They make a different decision, over and over again. They say, "This moment is my chance. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now." They understand that discomfort is temporary, but regret is forever. Time respects those who choose growth over comfort. Consistently. Part 18. The compass of priorities. Time management is not about doing more. It's about doing what matters most. Busyness is a trap. You can be busy all day and accomplish nothing important. The real winners in life, they don't chase every task. They focus on the 20% of actions that create 80% of results. This is called the Pareto Principle, and it will change your life. 20% of your habits shape 80% of your health. 20% of your skills create 80% of your income. 20% of your relationships bring 80% of your joy. When you master your priorities, you master your time. And when you master your time, you master your life. Part 19. Deadlines create discipline. Let me give you a secret weapon. Deadlines. Most people drift through their goals because they don't attach urgency. They say, "I'll write the book someday. I'll build the business eventually. I'll get serious about my health later," but someday never comes. Eventually becomes never. A goal without a deadline is just a dream. If you want to make real progress, set time limits. I'll write 1 chapter by Friday. I'll lose 10 pounds in the next 60 days. I'll launch the business in 90 days, no matter what. Deadlines force your brain to stop waiting and start executing. They create accountability. They remove excuses. And most importantly, they create momentum. Part 20. Respect other people's time too. If you truly understand the value of time, you'll respect it in others. Don't be late. Don't waste people's attention. Don't overpromise and underdeliver. Time is the one thing we all lose. Every second. So honor those who give you theirs. Be early. Be focused. Be intentional. This is how trust is built. This is how relationships grow. This is how leaders rise. Time is not just a personal asset. It's a shared currency. Use it wisely, and others will value yours in return. Part 21. Time is your contribution to the world. You were not born just to pay bills and die. You were born to leave something behind, to make an impact, to shape the lives of others, to build a legacy. But here's the catch. Legacy isn't built in big announcements or grand speeches. It's built minute by minute, in the time you give to your children, in the hours you devote to mastering your craft, in the patience you show when mentoring someone, in the courage you display when chasing a dream. Every moment matters, because you're not just living for yourself. You are writing a story others will read. You are planting seeds that others will harvest. So the question is, what are you doing with your time that will outlive you? Part 22. Time as a tool, not a trap. Most people are prisoners of time. They say things like, "I don't have enough time. I'm always behind. There's never enough hours in the day." But here's the truth. Time is not your enemy. It's a tool, and it's one you can master. Think of time like a hammer. You can either build a house with it, or let it lie in the dirt while you complain. Every second is a tool to create a stronger body, a sharper mind, a deeper purpose, a richer life. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't. The successful know how to swing the hammer. Part 23. Mental discipline equals time freedom. You want more free time? Start with your mind. Time management is not just about calendars and clocks. It's about mental discipline. Every time you resist the urge to check your phone, choose deep focus over distractions. Say no to short-term pleasure for long-term purpose. You're buying your time back. Your mind is the gatekeeper. It either wastes your minutes or protects them. That's why the greatest skill in the 21st century isn't speed, it's focus. Learn to direct your attention like a laser. Cut through the noise. Guard your minutes like diamonds, because in a world full of distraction, focus is a superpower. Part 24. Stack your time like bricks. You don't build a castle in a day. You build it brick by brick. The same is true for your dream, your business, your body, your purpose. 1 hour of study every day becomes a degree. 1 page of writing every night becomes a book. 1 workout a day becomes a transformed body. 1 meaningful conversation a week becomes a strong relationship. Most people never see results because they wait for big waves. But winners create ripples. Daily, they stack small wins. They trust the process. They respect the brick. And before long, what looked like overnight success was just years of daily stacking. Don't underestimate today's brick. Lay it down. With pride, with intention, with consistency. Part 25. Time is more valuable than money. Let's get something straight. Time is greater than money. Why? You can always make more money, but you can never make more time. If someone steals $100 from you, you get upset. But if someone wastes an hour of your life, you shrug it off. That's backwards. 1 hour is infinitely more valuable than $100, because that $100 can return. The hour never will. Don't just budget your money. Budget your time. What's wasting it? Who's draining it? What's worth investing it into? Wealth isn't about having more dollars. It's about having more quality minutes doing what you love, with who you love, while being who you love. Part 26. The cost of delay. Every delay has a price. Every "I'll do it later" charges interest. Every "not now" is a bill you pay in regret. Here's what delays cost: missed opportunities, lost momentum, broken confidence, faded dreams. The longer you wait, the heavier it gets, the harder it feels, the further the goal seems. Action today removes the weight. Action today builds belief. Action today reclaims time. So don't wait to apply for that job, launch that side hustle, start the transformation, forgive that person, love yourself again. Time lost is potential lost. Stop paying the price of delay. Part 27. Make your minutes meaningful. Not all time is equal. You can spend 10 hours being busy and achieve nothing. Or spend one focused hour and change your life. Quality is greater than quantity. The key is meaning. Ask yourself, how can I make this moment count? Not just scroll. Read, not just talk. Connect, not just work. Create, not just live. Leave a mark. Live like every hour is the last page of your story. Because one day, it will be. Let your time reflect your values. Let your values shape your actions. Let your actions craft a life worth remembering. Part 28. Greatness respects the clock. Let me ask you something. Do you think Elon Musk wastes time? Do you think Oprah, Serena Williams, or Dwayne Johnson treat their minutes casually? Absolutely not. The difference between the average and the elite isn't talent. It's how they treat time. They schedule it. They guard it. They invest it. They obsess over it. You don't get to greatness by accident. You get there by being militant with your moments. Kobe Bryant shot jumpers at 4 a.m. Steve Jobs held hours-long meetings on product details. Warren Buffett reads for hours daily, not because he's bored, but because he understands. Time spent wisely builds empires. You want to be great? Start treating your time like it's gold, because it is. Part 29. Clean your calendar like your life depends on it. You clean your house. You clean your car. You clean your inbox. But have you cleaned your calendar? Because what you schedule, you become. Open up your planner, your phone, your mental list, and ask, what is essential? What is just noise? What should be delegated? What should be deleted? Then, do something bold. Start saying no. No to what drains. No to what distracts. No to what doesn't align with your vision. Every time you say no to one thing, you say yes to something better. Your goals, your peace, your legacy. Part 30. Time is non-refundable. Spend it with emotion. Most people don't feel their minutes. They drift. They coast. They waste time because it feels unlimited. But when you realize that every tick is a heartbeat, you'll never get back. Something changes inside you. You walk with purpose. You speak with intention. You look your loved ones in the eye longer. You laugh deeper. You cry fully. You live richly. This is what makes a life beautiful. Not how long you live, but how alive you are within your time. Don't just pass time. Feel it. Let it move you. Let it matter. Part 31. When time speeds up. Here's a secret no one tells you. The older you get, the faster time feels. Days start blurring. Weeks feel like hours. Years start flying by. And before you know it, your 20s become your 30s, your 40s, your 50s. You look back and wonder, where did it all go? This isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to awaken you. Now is your chance to slow it down, not with clocks, but with presence. When you live with full intention, time stretches. When you're grateful, it expands. When you're locked in, the moment becomes infinite. So don't just let time pass. Make it pause. Part 32. The gift of the present moment. The past is gone. The future isn't promised. All you have is now, this second, this breath, this choice. Yet most people live anywhere but here, regretting yesterday, anxious about tomorrow, distracted in the moment. But those who live fully understand, present is a gift. That's why it's called the present. So be present in your work, in your relationships, in your inner dialogue, in the miracle of being alive. There is no better use of your time than to live, here, now, fully. Part 33. Choose a life worth your time. Here's the final question. Is the life you're living worth the time it's costing you? Because every job, every habit, every routine has a time price tag. Is that job worth 50 hours of your week? Is that relationship worth your mental energy? Is that habit worth 30 minutes of your life, every single day? If the answer is no, then change must come. Your time is your life's currency. You only get one account. And when it runs out, the balance hits zero. So spend it on what matters. Purpose, joy, growth, love, legacy. Build a life that makes you proud of how you spent your time. The final hour. Your time begins now. Let me leave you with this. One day your clock will stop ticking. Not with warning, not with mercy, but with silence. And on that day, the only question that will matter is, did you use your time, or did time use you? This is your moment. Not tomorrow, not someday. Now. Because this second is the only thing that's real. The only thing you truly own. The only weapon you have to rewrite your story. So what will you do with it? Will you stay stuck in the cycle of regret, of excuses, of distraction? Or will you rise? With urgency, with clarity, with fire. You were not born to watch the clock. You were born to break it, to bend time to your purpose, to make every minute echo in eternity. So go, chase that dream, start that mission, fix that relationship, build that body, write that book, speak your truth, shut off the noise, live like the clock is running out, because it is. And when your time does come, when the curtain finally falls, let the world say, that was a life well spent. Your time begins now. Thank you for watching. If you found value in what we discussed today, please take a moment to like this video, share it with your network, and subscribe for more transformative content.